Ernie, homeboy, walk the line. Walk that line.
Go, Dave. Go on, Jack. Every day.
Let's go, man.
1969 was a year of hope for the Philadelphia Eagles. They had a new owner, a new coach, and a new spirit.
We have it, our fence. Just take a run down there, huh?
Before their league opener, the new owner, Leonard Toews, spoke to his men.
I don't intend to make this a habit, gentlemen, of coming in the dressing room. I just want to tell you that my wife and I said a prayer for all of you. Starting today, you've got a real shot to make football history. Your families, your friends, and the whole city of Philadelphia want to reflect in your glory. I seriously believe that with 120% effort on the part of everybody, you can take them. My father used to tell his truck drivers before they went out on the road, he would say, take it easy and be careful and hurry up. Maybe I've got the same kind of a contradiction to ask of you. I say, lay it to them, stay loose, and good luck.
With Toews was Pete Retzlaff, former Eagle great, now the general manager.
See a score first. Get in there. That's the first one he dropped, Pete. It was low, though, wasn't it? Too low. Too low. He doesn't miss those very often, Pete. Geez, he had a lot of daylight in front of him, too. He might have gone with that one.
What Leonard Toews saw that sunny day and many Sundays thereafter was a young team with spirit, but like all new things, a little tight. Dropped touchdown passes were almost epidemic and predictably frustrating. But he survived to see great catches for touchdowns and victory. He saw the uncommon become common. On one side, there were injuries, but to balance this, miraculous recoveries. He shared the anxious moments with head coach Jerry Williams and watched possible last-second victory turn to defeat. He despaired with the players who put out that 120% effort but still couldn't put it all together. But there were other moments when the Philadelphia Eagles put the whole slam-bang thing together and pulled out fairy tale happy endings. So what Leonard Toews saw that first year was disappointment in overall success. But beneath the surface, he saw something greater. A new spirit had come to the Eagles. With this spirit and from these young men, he eventually foresees a championship football team. The cornerstone of this belief in the new spirit is steady Tom Woodishek. Through all the lean years of the Eagles, Woody has been a steady performer. In 1969, he finished 4th in rushing in the NFL and just missed that elusive 1,000-yard mark for the second straight year with a total of 831 yards, while missing 2 games with injuries. Woodishek's break tackle running style was effective on an airlift. But where the 6-foot, 222-pound fullback really soared was on the ground, gaining yards or gaining touchdowns. Woodashick would be the first to give credit to the Eagles' silent service, the offensive line. Center number 59, Mike Evans, took over and filled that spot in the T to a T. Guards like 71, Dick Hart, and 70, Jim Skaggs led the way, while reserves 66, Don Chewy, and 68, Mark Nordquist added depth. The mammoth tackles were number 76, Joe Carollo, and number 79, Lane Howe. Spelling Woodashick was number 22, Cyril Pender, who has developed into an all-around running back. Pender used to have trouble finding the slot, but seems to have solved that problem. Whether called upon to go up the middle or around the corner, Pender moves a 6'2", 222-pound frame around with style and steam. The Illinois setback is a fine balance of moves and power. One of the keys to the Eagles' future is Leroy. Keys, of course. The Purdue All-American proved he could do it all in his rookie year. Maybe not all the time, but often enough to make his presence felt. On defense, Leroy was more than impressive. Ask the Baltimore Colts. The rookie who really caught the public's eye was that Texas punter, Super Bill Bradley. His skyscraping boomers gave time for excellent coverage, even forced fumbles. But it was as a return specialist that Super Bill spun his way into the hearts of the fans. The fiery determination of number 28 embodies the spirit of the new Eagles. Number 57, Ernie Callaway, another top rookie, filled in for the injured Gary Pettigrew. The 6'6"er's speed and determination enables him to catch the runner from behind. It was against the Steelers, the Spider-Man, as his teammates call him, seemed to be everywhere. Especially he was on the Steelers' quarterback and helped the Birds to their first victory of the season, a 41-27 whopper. But as just a rookie, Callaway had to make way for the returning veteran, number 88, Gary Pettigrew. Pettigrew, after a knee injury, knee surgery, and a miraculous recovery, was banging heads in a mere 6 weeks. Pettigrew is another example of the spirit of the Eagles. A missed tackle, and even though the play is broken up, even though Pettigrew makes the tackle himself, even though there's a loss, he's angry at himself for not doing better. Fortunately for the Eagles, their front four was outstanding. If one broke up a play, there were always others to pick up the pieces. Number 72, Floyd Peters, the other defensive tackle, attacks with brute strength and 11 years of savvy. At defensive end, there's versatile Tim Rosevich. Although he kicks off, his real value is his kick at the enemy backfield. He's faced the great, like former Eagle Bob Brown, and beaten them. Rosevich's style is to strike hard and fast into the opponent's backfield. At that, he's already a master in his second year, and for that was invited to the Pro Bowl. At the other defensive end is mild Mel Tom, number 58, who helped in the Eagles' win over the Giants. He helped by almost decapitating Fran Tarkenton. Number 58 was born in Hawaii, but delivers his Hawaiian punch strictly on the mainland. Old Sonny Jurgensen didn't like the Hawaiian punch. It cost him 2 points. Linebackers were a problem, what with injuries and all, but number 52, Dave Lloyd, had one of his best seasons, even though he's had 11 to choose from. He, too, was invited to the Pro Bowl. From the Colts at midseason came number 50, Ron Porter. It turned out to be one of the Eagles' best bargains. Ike Kelly, number 51, backed up Dave Lloyd and led the special teams. There were many others gaining experience, like number 62, Mike Dirks. And number 61, Tony Guillory. But the most noticeable newcomer was number 35, Irish-born Adrian Young, who was always in the right place or would do something spectacular, like this ball steal against the Cardinals and the Eagles' win over St. Louis. In the defensive backfield was number 27, player coach Irv Cross, whose hard tackling is legendary. At the other corner was number 26, Al Nelson. Nelson's aggressive quickness paid off time and again for the Eagles. The Eagles have probably two of the soundest safeties around. Number 24, Nate Ramsey, is considered one of the best tight safeties in the league. And one of Philadelphia's favorites is Joe Scarpati, number 21. Joe has always captured the imagination of the fans, being short in size, but tall in heart. One of Joe Scarpati's jobs is to hold for kicking specialist young Sam Baker. Young, that is, for Medicare at 37. But Sam is one of the men who puts the points on the board. At quarterback, the Eagles have great depth with George Myra, picked up from the San Francisco 49ers. The 6-year veteran proved scrappy enough and was able to get the ball off even under great pressure. Myra is also a pinpoint passer and is an invaluable asset to the green and white. The number 1 quarterback for the Eagles is Big Norman Snead. At 6'4", Snead has the size to see his receivers and the talent to hit them. Along with his accuracy is a healthy arm. On rare occasions, Snead runs, like in the Eagles' only touchdown in their win over the Saints. But Norman Snead's greatest asset is that he is a passer and has the strength to get the ball away. It might have been Snead's greatest year, but for the unusual number of drop touchdown passes. But Norman Snead, the 9-year veteran from Wake Forest, kept serving them up. And when they were caught, they were something beautiful. Snead has great receivers like Gary Ballman, number 85. Ballman switched from wide receiver to tight end when the Eagles were in trouble and filled in more than adequately. Backing up Ballman was number 86, Fred Hill. But in the land of the Eagles, there's only one Hawk. Ben Hawkins, that is. Don't ask, can the Hawk run? He'll prove it. Don't ask, can the Hawk hold on? He'll prove it. Not only will he prove it, the Hawk will single-handedly take on 4 people who say he can't. That's Eagle fire. From the 1970 draft comes plenty of raw material, especially number 82, Steve Zabel. The 6'4", 235-pounder from Oklahoma played tight end and defensive end. Scouts call Zabel mean like Dick Butkus, and Coach Williams feels Zabel has a chance to step right in and start. And so as the Eagles look forward to a new season and new hopes, each thinks back to what they could have done, should have done, and will do in the upcoming season. One of the things they will have to look forward to is the pleasant air trips supplied by United Airlines. Of the 26 teams in professional football, 23 fly the friendly skies of United. The Hawk, of course, loves that chow.
But I love my Eagles, and the Eagles are going to win. The Eagles are going to win. Charlie, tell them, will you? Come on, Charlie. Tell them, Charlie.
Tell them about them guards, man.
Them guards.
Chewy's a real competitor, isn't he?
Chewy got a sore shoulder. I think somebody chewed on his shoulder.
1969 also revealed the Eagles have something special in the way of fans. They are super fans. Fans who follow the Eagles anywhere and love those birds. 1970 Philadelphia Eagles will play in a new stadium, but they will fill that stadium with the spirit that was born in 1969. And they will fill that stadium with fans who have always had that spirit, the spirit of the Eagles.
I love my Eagles, and the Eagles are going to win. Eagles are going to win.